When Queen Victoria was born in 1819, few people believed that she would one day rule the British Empire. In fact, her chances of becoming queen were so small that her birth barely caused a ripple in the royal family. Yet, through a strange twist of fate, a series of untimely deaths, and a lack of legitimate heirs, Victoria, an unassuming princess with a German mother, ended up wearing the crown and changing British history forever. Victoria was born at Kensington Palace on May 24, 1819, the daughter of Prince Edward, the Duke of Kent, and Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld. Her father, Edward, was the fourth son of King George III, and that meant there were three older brothers ahead of him in the line of succession, all of whom were expected to have children who would inherit the throne before her. In other words, little Victoria was never supposed to be anywhere near the crown. At the time, the royal family was in crisis. King George III was mentally unwell and had been declared insane. His eldest son ruled as Prince Regent, later King George IV, but he had no surviving legitimate children. The next brother, Prince Frederick, Duke of York, was also childless. Then came Victoria's father, the Duke of Kent, and his young brother, the Duke of Clarence, the future William IV. The royal line was running dangerously thin. Ironically, it was this desperation for heirs that led to Victoria's birth. In 1817, Princess Charlotte, the only legitimate son of George IV and the hope of the monarchy, died in childbirth at just 21 years old. Her death threw the royal family into panic. Suddenly, George III's unmarried sons were pressured to marry and produce legitimate children as quickly as possible. Prince Edward, Victoria's father, married a German princess in haste, and within a year, their daughter, Victoria, was born. Still, few expected her to become queen. Her father died of pneumonia when she was just 8 months old, and her three uncles, George IV, Frederick, and William, still stood ahead of her. However, fate intervened again, and George IV died in 1830 without an heir. Frederick had already passed away, and that left William IV as king. He too had many children, but all were illegitimate, born from his long relationship with the actress Dorothea Jordan. Despite having over 10 children, none could inherit the throne under British law. That left young Victoria as the next in line. King William IV lived long enough to see her grow into a teenager, but was determined she would not rule before she turned 18. "I hope to live until May 24th, 1837, he once said, so that I may have the satisfaction of leaving the crown to the heiress presumptive, now that she is of age." He died just a few weeks after her 18th birthday, and on June 20th, 1837, Princess Victoria became Queen Victoria. So, although she was never meant to wear the crown, destiny seemed to clear her path. From a baby born far down the line of succession, Victoria rose to become one of Britain's most famous and longest reigning monarchs, ushering in an age that still bears her name, the Victorian era. Thank you for watching, and to support our channel, please make sure to subscribe. And once again, thank you so much for watching.